In Nigeria, good morning Africa. My name is Barrister Public, aka the Princess of Umokwoka, Anambra Oka. So today we are talking about how the federal government banned morning ritual smoking scenes in Nollywood films. So I have to read before we start our explanations for today. The federal government has approved the prohibition of morning rituals and the glamorizing of vices in Nigerian films. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the executive director and CEO of the National Film and Video Board, Shaibu Husseini, disclosed at the National Stakeholders Engagement on Smoke-Free Nollywood held in Enugu on Wednesday. That was yesterday. The event was organized by NFVCB and Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa. Movie producers, directors, and actors drawn from different parts of the country, as well as leaders of various guilds and associations in the Nigerian film industry, were present at the event. Hussein said that today we are facing an industry emergency requiring bold and ambitious actions from all parents, guardians, and stakeholders. In quote, he said, when my predecessors approached the former Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, on the need to make a subsidiary legislation to curb the discipline of smoking in Nigerian movie, he saw the need to include morning rituals. Others included in the regulation are ritual killings and glamorizing other crimes to further sensitize the film industry. So there's an update to this story. Yeah, there's an update to it. So movie practitioner meets over FG ban on money and ritual scene. The president, Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollas, has said he will be meeting with members of the association to come up with a collective stand on the directive by the federal government to stop morning rituals, smoking, and crime scenes in Nigerian movies. Emeka Rollas spoke to newsmen on Wednesday in response to the statement by the Executive Director, National Film and Video Censors Board, Shaibu Hussein, that the FG had banned such scenes in movies. Noting that he was in support of the directive, Rollas, however, said his opinion did not represent the collective stand of the organization, adding that the FG was concerned about the use of such scenes to glamorize action that will create further harm than good in society. Rollas said the federal government is not banning those things outright. There is a rider under it that says glamorizing those things in our medium and making it look like that is the only source of survival is not doing us any good as far as Nigerian culture is concerned. One of the discussions when that issue was raised was that we were talking about smoke-free Nollywood. It might interest you to know that even some Nigerian musicians who are singing are originally smokers in real life. But when they want to do their for a global audience, they do so to get the attention of global media. Nobody is saying that these are not social vices. They are, but if you glamorize them, it gives a wrong picture and teaches a wrong thing instead of changing somebody. Today in Nigeria, youths believe to make money, you have to do one kind of thing. Nobody believes in natural labor again, and that is what the federal government is trying to say. Explaining further, Emeka Rola said it was possible to tell stories about money rituals without glamorizing rituals. We are still going to discuss that in our subsequent meetings to see if we are going to collectively stand by the directive. I am only speaking in my capacity as Emeka Rola, he said. He added. Also speaking on the matter, the National President, Theatre and Motion Picture Producers Association of Nigeria, Bolaji Amusa, said he will be meeting with members of the association to discuss the new directive by the federal government. He said, I was at the conference where it was pronounced yesterday in Enugu. The federal government has explained the reason behind it, and as an association, we are going to meet, but there is no way we won't support the federal government because of our culture and other things. Every movie association was well represented, and the federal government explained the rationale behind it. For now, we don't have anything against the government. We will meet at the association level, and whatever areas our members feel we have to adjust, we engage the federal government and let them know. So that is the update of this meeting. So what do you think about it? Because I will not lie to you, I was not one that was prayerful before. I was not. Growing up, I'm a Catholic, you understand? So we pray, but you know the way people pray very, very rigorously, until I watched this movie they call The Witches. Yes. So funny enough, there's another movie growing up they call The Witches. I was exposed to more of English movies growing up. So the only time I watched Nigerian movies was Shina Chebe, Things Fall Apart, and all those ones we showed on NTA back then when we were around. That is all those, the Third Eyes and Cocoa Dons and all that. So I watched the English, the Witches. The little I learned about that thing is that you should not be walking alone as a child, because there are some people in England back then, according to the movie, that don't really like children. So back then it was glamorized that it was said that there was a rumor that there are some witches in England that don't like children. So when The Witches, that movie came out, that movie was like, was an eye opener that people don't really like movies. But some women don't like children. Oh, that means they are witches, right? That was the scenario that was painted. And back then, people were only just being careful. But coming down to the Nigerian version of The Witches, let me tell you, that film increased my prayer line. You know why? There are some things that happen. Do you understand? There are some things that happen. I finished watching that The Witches. It opened my mind. The Nigerian movie, The Witches. I don't know how they would have acted it that it will not open my mind. I'm still wondering. I'm just wondering, because when I saw this directive, I was just wondering, in what way would they have acted that Nigerian version of The Witches? Would it have had the impact it had on me? I was not a prayerful person, but ever since I watched that movie, The Witches, I found out that prayer can break. You understand? Prayer can break. And I started looking for how to pray. How to pray like the blood of Jesus prayer, which I was not exposed to. You know, as Catholics, we just pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And we open our theaters and we open, the little prayers that we have, we pray. But when I watched that Nigerian version of The Witches, my eye was open. So when I saw this directive, I was wondering, how would they have acted that movie so that my eyes will also be open. I don't know how. Because of that movie, my prayer line increased. I started casting and binding. Now you watch a reporter, even you want to become a witch. Let me tell you what people don't understand. Fairy is a witch. Genie is a witch. They watch all these things growing up. In short, there was a time I was wishing to have a genie to wish me 3 wishes. What is the wishes? To bring back my late father, to grant me all the, I love chocolates growing up, to grant me all the chocolates that I wanted, and number 3, that we should not die again in this life. That was my 3 wishes growing up. We were watching this Arabian movie. So now this thing that they are trying to downplay is in 2 ways, because from what I was reading, people are saying that from what I'm saying, that they are glamorizing it, right? Now, if they are the way Oyibo is acting it, everybody might want to become a witch or wizard. Now you now ask yourself, who is a witch or who is a wizard? Is it a bad thing to become a witch, or is it a good thing to become a wizard or a witch? Because in our African society, what we cast and bind is what other people in another society don't cast and bind. Let me give for example. In Nigeria, a man is expected to get married, build or rent his own house, start his family. Do you understand? Start his family. Children going to visit during holiday to grandma or grandpa. That relationship is sweet. But in India, a room that you've been living since when you are born is where you bring in your wife, your child. So you think that we are casting and binding that situation. And you see them praying, every stone gold that is stopping you from not moving out from parents' house, to go and start your own life. We can't ban it. Why in another country like India? It is important for you to stay in your family home so that you can take care of your grandparents, your parents. All of you will live together. It's like a traditional thing. But it's like it's what is being practiced. You not ask yourself, what is this stronghold that we are binding? There's another one that also opened my eye. I remember that film. Is it Pastor Jero or something like that? And the guy is pastor. That's when I realized that it's not all men of God that are men of God. It was that movie, Nigerian movie, that opened my eyes. But you know, if you watch the American version, you see that the priest or the pastor has small evil. Nobody knows. And he'll be doing things before they will realize they've gone far. Before you know that in 1%, they've gone far. But in the African own, they showed you everything, that even standing like this, you'll be seeing the signs. You know that these people are not good gathering. So I was also shocked. Let me tell you what people don't understand. I attended a live drama back then in National Theatre, and they called out a lady, and she's attending one of all these spiritual church that most we Christians call bad. I think is it Freemason or something like that, or Amok, I don't know. But she said she's a born again, and she was part of the people that directed the stage drama, and she was preaching to us about being born again and all that. It was funny in my ears. That is the truth. It was funny in my ears because why? Going to this set of people, the Amok or the Freemasons, all of them with that. And here in the person in the pulpit saying she attends, I can't remember, it's either the two, the Freemason or the Amok, and she's preaching the Bible. It was funny to me. Because we've grown up to know that these people, they are all secret society people. Likewise, the cars. You understand? Growing up, we've known them too. But you know the problem? Everybody in their own religion will be thinking that you too are a witch in your own way. Have you ever thought of that? People would think that from their own angle that you are bad. From your own angle, from this angle, you are bad. You understand? But for me, I'm speaking as a Christian. Watching those movies opened my eye and strengthened my prayer line. So my prayer point when I'm praying is always hot, fire. That's when I even notice that, oh, actually people really gather for your sake. After watching all these our Nigerian movies, that people actually gather for your sake just to harm you. So always pray, because it might be an imagination, but it might not be. Like physically or spiritually, just in case it's a physical gathering, I've scattered them. Just in case it's a spiritual gathering, I've scattered them. So when they are talking about glamorizing, I want us to be careful the words they are using. They are saying that we are glamorizing rituals. And I am one of the people that want people to be taught traditional religion attached to history, because most of the people that approach all these fetish people, because they are not aware of what they are approaching. I hope you understand that maybe that is why they are falling into traps. You know, it's of recent that people now found out that most of these ritual killings are not true. That most of these babalawo, they are using it to do organ trafficking. They traffic organs, and they will tell you to go and be in the heart of somebody and tell you how to put it and preserve it to bring it to them. What do they need the heart of the baby for? The heart of a human being, only God knows. Maybe they know how to keep it, because me, I believe that heart should be beaten, right? For it to be transferred to another. They will not give somebody a dead heart. Anybody can pick up a dead heart anywhere. So if they're saying it's organ trafficking, they should look into this thing very well. Is it really organ trafficking? Because I believe that I was watching something and I found out that there was a movie I was watching, and they had to put the organ in a cooler so it will not spoil or something like that. So we have to the police need to investigate that thing very well. But for now, what we now understood is that most of these babalawos, they give you impossible tax, and they'll say there will be money. Sometimes they'll, you don't understand. There's one Yoruba film I watched. The guy is supposed to be a millionaire. So when he came to the babalawo, saw this thing, we still have money, right? And I told him to go and kill somebody, I think it was a that they brought to give him impossible tax. And he said they were going to kill the baby. And guess, they bandaged the baby's mouth and sold and brought out something else and said he has founded the baby. That movie now brought me to another movie I watched in those days, that Eukarya, when they were at the boss meeting, the women, they were all battling that they killed the child and they were pounding the child. Let me tell you, actually, there was a story during that Isakaba that I know that I had, because my mother that told me how a woman that is doing CW in Onitsha for 10 years, actually the ruling time for all this CW women thing is 2 years. But this woman in Onitsha, for 10 years, nobody has opposed that to come down as president. They didn't know that she was wearing tortoise inside her neck, just like a necklace. There's always the crawling tortoise, right? And now, when Bakassi boys, they changed it to Isakaba. So I think it's the Bakassi boys, they caught her she confessed that she has killed a lot of people just because of small thing like president in the church. Talkless of it is president of this nation. What will that kind of woman do? So you see, I think most of all these things might be true. What is a true story? Most of the ritual sin before they act it out. Eh? If it's a true story and the way it happened, fine. But if it's not a true story, I think that is where the federal government have a problem with the whole thing. Somebody's imagination, and sometimes your imagination will make other people want to bring it out to reality. That is why when you watch American movie, especially the treasure hunt, you see where they'll say, oh, from the eye on their money is dictating. At the end, they'll find out that they will show you that it is no more in existence again. You know why? There are some people who are insisting no smoke without fire. Some people, that is their theory. There's not. I always tell people, don't rely on that. All this smoke without fire topic that they like bringing out. Some people lie with confidence. So people can tell you on their own and tell you that I have slept with this person. I know somebody in those days that told somebody that I am in a relationship with him. Guess what? I don't even know this person. I don't even know the person's name. And that person, when the person had it, or like, I know this lady very well. He only saw me walk past, and the guy told that this is my babe. Not knowing that guy knows me very well, that this guy cannot date you. You are not her babe. So the guy was smart enough not to say anything to the guy, and came to me and told me that this guy is that he has dated you. So we later on him. I just asked how many people have been told him, and he said, so many people. I said, do you know all of them? Rather than that, I want to have a party, like a get together. This guy invited all the people he has been boasting that he's my boyfriend. In front of him, and I asked the guy, do I know you? Do you know what this guy did initially? When I asked him, he said, yes, you're babe. He want to lie with confidence. So it means that true, this guy is my babe. I say you're my babe. I brought out Bible and I told him, swear on this Bible and swear with all the elements on this earth that you even know that I won't know you, or you have even stopped me to even toast me. That if I'm lying, let God from my family. And if you are lying, let God. That's when the guy now said, no, I will not swear to this. It's only that and you are not giving me faith. Now, if I did not bring out that Bible for that guy to swear that thing, do you know that guy in front of his friend, even in front of me, he was going to continue with that lie and use the nature to say the lie. I see that people have confidence, and people don't say one thing about me. I don't really believe anybody. That is the truth about me. I don't take life the way other people take life. I take life seriously when it comes to my own security. I protect myself first. I protect my heart, I protect myself, and I protect my family. So when you are telling me things, I divide it into two, which is 50-50. Like, it might be true or might be a lie. And it is what you show me that I will use in judging you. You can't be expecting me to imagine. Some people want you to be thinking on behalf of that you should trust them. No, I don't trust you. Anybody that knows me very well, that immediately things happen and they ask me, I say it as it is. I don't care if you are my friend. I say it, and I will tell my friend, if you don't need to say it that way, then you have to do the right things, because I'm around me doing the right things. Now let's come down to other vices they listed apart from this ritual killing. Now there's another thing that happened. You know, I'm also a movie actress, in case you don't know. And I came into the movie industry very early in my life, but I entered the music industry very early in my life. And when I came to the movie industry, I already have a black belt, okay? So it was a added advantage for me. So there was a movie, I think, immediately I finished secondary school in 1999. So some of my friends, they said they were going to a popular director, I'm not mentioning names, a popular director's movie office, because they wrote down their names that they wanted to act a movie. And I was like, okay. So my mother was like, okay, instead of me just staying like that, let's her rent a taxi, because then I don't really know all our Lagos Nigerian roads. You understand? So my mother was like, okay, let her hire a taxi. So all of us we go, as in me and my friends we go, and she also gave me extra money to rent a taxi back. So even if I did not write my name, but let me see how things are being done. Since I'm interested in all these things, and that's okay. I follow them. Fortunately, when I got venue, the whole world was there. But why I use the word fortunately was that because of when I got there, the way I yellow. I always tell people that cameras don't me. Camera they too don't me. In short, the way I'm light in picture, maybe I just use one car. I don't use filter. I don't use filter. So they see me. That's why I wore short knicker today. I white. My skin is naturally white. I have natural white skin, and because I'm always putting my hand in water, maybe that's some knuckles. But my skin is naturally white. That is the truth. So immediately I got to the venue. This is 1999. Immediately after WAEC, I was shining like sun. And immediately they saw me, they just told me, did you write your name? I said, no, I just came with my friends. That I didn't know that they are supposed to write names, to be part of the movie. And the next they told me that, look, I should come. I did not write my name. I should come. I said, okay, I hope no problem. My friends, they were like, hey, even us that they have written our names since how many days? You that just came, they just told you to come. I came. I think I saw Susan Patrick there. Yes, earlier that time I saw Susan Patrick there. But they were fake charmer, and they wanted me to like pick up the line, the snake. I'm afraid of reptiles, and I told them sorry. I don't know the meaning of kissing this. Don't they have like Rob? They have. If you see real snake, they expect to do this fake. You think it's real black? Why must it be like real snake? And the snake charmer was just there with the basket. I declined. You know why? I said there's one word. I always say people that everything that happens to most of the people out there is because of the way their sons. Why will a girl think of having sugar? Tell me why. They live their life up to 40 years will be thinking about sugar daddy. You know why? The parents, I always say people, it's not about being rich or poor. It's the way you package your child. They will know that values is important. Some people, they are rich but they don't have value, and they are poor. They can with 5 men a day just because she collect 5,000. You are a rich man. You should sit your daughter down and give them the best. You know when they say the best? So nothing will entice them. There was something my mother put in my ear. Remember when I started this story, I told you my mother gave me money for tax. My mother said to me, if I am not comfortable with any role, I'll be know where you are coming from. I hope you understand. Know where you are coming from. Do not allow any man to corner you because of a movie role. If you cannot do, if you just gather 1 or 2 experience, I will empower you. You know I'm telling you, to start making money. I'll give you money to make movies. I just want you to know what is going on. And I've always been under a record label since I was a child, because that's what we were singing. We were singing songs, jingles and all that. But I've already been independent from that record label. So I wanted things for myself. My music, but I want something that would project me out. And I was just there. I said no. I told them I can't do it because, one, I don't know the repercussion of kissing the head of a snake. Even if it's just, but this is a I don't know the spiritual implication. And Susan Patrick also picked up that head and told me that there was nothing there. And I was scared. I said no. Now the production house also picked interest in me and said they'll be using me for their movie. If yes, even in short, someone like me, when I was going there, I was not going for a lead role. I've added some lead role. My aim was not my aim was just be part of the movie. 2 or 3 scenes I appear. I was okay, I was satisfied. Do you understand? And guess what? I was getting more of lead role gigs. But the problem I was having, this thing mentioned smoking. There was a campus movie. There was a campus movie, I think, made by one Mr. Chibike. They call it, he's not in Canada making movie. He wanted me to do the campus because I know that I was good, I was a black belter, and I can be somebody like a chameleon that they will not know that she's the one in the campus that is like in the court. And when they were working out this smoking scene, I told them I'm a sponge Catholic, okay? And there are some things we don't really do, which is drinking, smoking, and all that. And guess what? I respected the producer. When he told me that, okay, you don't have to light the cigarette, you can just be holding it. To me, it's fair enough because it's just a movie, so I can easily hold it, right? I like it when people respect your artistic nature and they respect your faith. And he respected me, and I acted that thing was a series. So back then, so as a movie and a series. You know, earlier time, most of us that acted movies, most of you might not really remember. So I really enjoyed the director. I will never forget how it transpired. That's acted another film which I was part of it. I was also a lead art in that movie. Then there's another one. I now noticed that most of the people in the movie industry, anytime they see me, they just want to give me the role of a lover girl where we have to kiss. And guess what? They want us to kiss truly the auditions. And I keep thinking about if we do the way they do, whereby it will be as if they want to almost kiss, they will not cut off. No, you have to give it. See, let me tell you, it's changing saliva. I'm somebody that I have a problem. If you notice, if I go for every of the red carpet events, not weddings, because some people in particular, when you come to love in their wedding, so I end up not shaking. I just give you a tap on the back. I'm not a shaker, I'm not a hugger, right? But I wear gloves most of the time if I'm going for an event because I don't like people's unnecessary. Some people are not hygiene conscious. As you can see me, I'm always carrying a handkerchief. There are 3 fans rolling here because there's a small, you know, those pluggable AC you can move around, right? So this the AC and this to be cool. But with that handkerchief, there are 2 things that might happen. I'm not a sweaty person, right? But when I just feel damp, I just tap. But I'm not feeling damp. If you can see the wind in my hair blowing, it shows that here enough wind here. But some people use toilet, they don't wash their hands. They can't even put at least tissues in their pocket, so especially when they want to shake people, they will go directly with that hand, sweaty hand, and be shaking you. So that's why I always carry hand sanitizer here and there. I will not lie to you, during the COVID, when they stopped Peace of the Lord be with you in church, I don't know if our Reverend Father is watching it, but I was one of the people that was so happy. I almost said, "Thank you, Jesus," on top of it. Talk less of exchanging fluid, somebody that you don't know before. You don't know the person's mouth, oral. So people go to wash morning, afternoon, and night. So people, even if you don't want to wash the macleans, there's something they call atu. Atu, that's twin stick. I always tell people, I don't know how your treat themselves. Your body reciprocates the way you treat it. So people treat their body. So the way you throw out things out there, that is why you are having mouth odor. Okay? So you expect me to just be people all I had to look. Because I know some people say because your parents are rich, that's why you think you have options. Yes, I had to start rejecting. I would say, what am I doing in that movie? okay, I'm the friend to the main. I was okay. I was okay because get this anybody start treating it. I don't back then they don't pay us. They don't pay us much. We haven't doing 1 or 2 or 3 things. At the end, everything total 4,000. I will now come and collect disease of where. So I was, when I say back then, was as early as 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. They were not well in the movie industry. Okay. So what I started doing, I started looking at the whole thing. So my journey with even newscasting and broadcasting started with Sound City. I hope you understand. Yes, my whole thing about broadcasting started with Sound City. I went for interview. I'm sure that was the first person they picked when they come to the whole thing. Then my journey about being a fashion writer, a fashion editor, started in the year 2000. So I'm not in this entertainment industry. I started as a child as a musician. My music are all on turntable. I was 5, 1980. I was signed. Most ads and jingles you are hearing, most of your NASCO quality conference, a lot of things. We are the ones. Nigeria, we sang so many songs from my siblings earlier in my life. But I always pray to God. I don't want the fame that will make me, I can't even buy roasted corn or roasted bole. I want to be free. I want a situation whereby I will look familiar to you, but you'll be wondering where you've seen me. I like that. I don't want the one that if I'm passing the whole place, you'll be like ants rushing like sugar. I'm not interested in that. I like making money. Anybody knows me knows that money follows me. And when I started doing things on my own production, my own thing, it was a decision because I don't like what I've been seeing in the movie industry. So the sex scenes that I keep seeing in our movie industry to me is unnecessary. I keep saying it is necessary. So when I talk about glamorizing juju, we should ask ourselves, what's the meaning of Harry Potter, the movie? Is that not juju? What's the meaning of genie in the lamp? So what do they want us, what our producers to do? Is it to talk to Max? Like, how you are really like they call on show Max. Maybe that's the kind of glamorization they are talking about. But to me, what happened should be detailed, like real story. But what happened, necessary imagination should not be encouraged. That is my problem about it. I'm full time. You understand? Forget that I've moved to be a newscaster in a popular a news presenter in the popular TV, and I'm doing my own. That doesn't mean that I'm still not in the movie industry. Most people that entered now do not know what we struggle in AGN. These people are talking AGN. People come first and do the struggle back there. The whole thing, I just laugh and say, hey, this is AGN in those days. But there are some stories I see out there. There's the one I saw. They call it what's the name of this film again? It's even #1. This thing they call courtesan has been in existence a long time ago. It's on Prime. Let me open my Prime so that I will give. I think it's true. Though they spoke some in Yoruba. I saw Yvonne Jegede in that movie. I think it's Crossroads. Yeah. It's a setting, Nigerian setting in the 60s. Yes. I want to show. Yes. Is it Nigerian life in the 90s? Oh, okay. So this is the movie, just in case you want to see what I'm talking about. It's on Prime. It's called Crossroads. This movie is also a nice one. I really enjoyed it. But the problem I have with the movie is the moral. What's the moral of the movie? At the end, I did not see any moral about the movie. At the end. But it was a great movie. But there was no moral. So these are the things we also have to look about. There's a thing called Lagos. I really like it because it shows happening. So they are talking about glamorizing crime. Now I understand what they are talking about. You know that film that just came out that Funke Akindele did, the one that is popular, right? What's the name of that movie again? I have to be checking. There's a watch this period. I had the tribe called Judah. So when glamorizing, it means that you should not be showing that even when you steal money, you can still escape the operation. I think that's what they are trying to say. What they're trying to show is they are trying to say that if a thief steal should be caught and arrested. I hope you understand. Then another movie that Linda Ikeji did, that one, something about the 1st of October, that some children, some students were born alive in Port Harcourt, somewhere around that Port Harcourt area, and they labeled them as criminals, right? So I like movies, you know why? Because these people were it's an actual event. Someone like me, I came across the movie and the story, I didn't take it like, but watching they are crying because these are innocent people that died and they were criminals. Such real life movies should be encouraged. You know why? It shows true. Nobody sitting down and said, in those days I hear fake bomo, they make disappear. Some people, their private parts also disappear. My art film may be like that. There is not true. There is no, how will I say? There is no evidence to your story. You just want to. So what they are telling you is that you should be very careful. Now, there's another American movie. They call it Set It Off. Another example of glamorization. Because in the end, they killed everyone, but one person escaped. So you see that most armed robbers watch that movie, they'll say at the end, if he escaped with it. That is part of what they get about glamorization. What they are trying to say, they should be making more movies that depicting the fact that if you steal, you'll be jailed. If you commit a ritual, you'll be jailed. In the Babalawo or whatever, you'll be jailed. There was a time they were even depicting the armed robbers. There's one Yoruba movie I watched. Armed robbers will steal. In short, the movie is even in part 4. It's even YouTube movie, done by a popular Edo girl that knows how to speak. Is it Mercy? Yes, that knows how to speak. But she's originally Edo. That her movie, the criminal at the end, by the time they will kill everybody, the main person will disappear. So you see that some armed robbers will say, let me go and armed robbery. Maybe if I go to do this jazz for me, I will disappear. Now they shouldn't be thinking about registering all these Babalawo them. They need to register. Let them know themselves in Nigeria. Because to me, I believe that in those days, these people are the supposed doctors. These people that they call Babalawo, these people they call ri-tuals, or they are like doctors in those days. Because if you watch in those days where they depict the original story, there are people that boys, they hear the gods to cure, the boy have, and they give to people and people get it. How did it turn out that these same people are start doing money rituals? Why? Because they see your desperation and they know that you are going to drop one or two things. So you should be thinking about this. You know, say most of all these things that they taught, like when Junior Pope died, instead of people to take him straight to hospital, they were busy taking to one shrine because they one Baba. Even the person's spirit has gone far, they can use juju to back the person's spirit. It don't happen. So the one was saying, the God of a Guinea has done it. The Almighty God, she was shouting, where is the God of Guinea? Should they bury the man? You have to be careful. Some people just believe nonsense because they watch movie. So that's what they are talking about, glamorizing. You should start. If you want to act your real story, how you have been doing juju, act it so that we know that it is you that did it. Even when you call about sacrifice in movies, the first person you will think about first is Kanayo. He even has accepted the name Nnayi sacrifice. When he did his bed, all the masquerade that was doing head like this were dancing and bringing him in. Let me look for this thing. Kanayo's birthday. When he was dancing in. Let me check on Instagram. It must be somewhere here now. Why? Dancing, and all the masquerade were dancing in with him. Let me go to his page on Instagram. Kanayo dancing. On his birthday, he was dancing. He has already collected, even on TikTok. His name. Let me even go to TikTok. Let me not go far. His sacrifice, he used this name as. That was the name he used. Now his sacrifice on TikTok as his name, like his side name. Let's go to TikTok now. You see it. Now his sacrifice. So I want you to see that that's what they are trying to say, that people are beginning to use this thing, and the world is watching. Magic is not only Africa that do magic. Have you ever been to Brazil before? Have you been to Mexico before? May consider this. But how many times have they depicted it in their movie? The one they show us is the one they fly when they are doing kung fu. That thing is jazz, but it's the way they did it. Even you too want to fly. I remember that time we finished watching all these Chinese movies. Go behind the house and start practicing it. There was a time in our life Japan was like our back of our house. My parents are always in Japan, so we're always getting stuff to make us know that we'll fight behind the house. Yow, yow, yow. Now I want to say nice. Let me see Kanayo. You see what we come outside on the TikTok. Oh. Kanayo. Okay. You see his name is okay. There's even in his sacrifice as Kanayo. I don't think he has one account. I want to look for that is birthday own. That is the video. Now, when they say glamorizing, you have the only time he goes anywhere, they will insult him. Oh, guy. So the guy has decided to. He has decided to be the juju guy. He saw this thing. I saw Kanayo ri-tual sing. Look at this one.
Sure, I can do anything.
Somebody is using it as a joke. At a time, the Nigerian movie industry was all about rituals. One of my favorites then was the one they call Last Barrister. I really like that movie. I really like that movie. I really like that Last Barrister. You know why? He opened the eyes that some Christians are not doing Christianity. They are in church on the day of their burial.
Is connected successfully.
On the day of their burial. This is his birthday. 62nd birthday. This is our Igbo culture now. But since you saw him in his sacrifice, he came as the sacrifice. And I heard that this is a real Momo he brought to. So they brought him as the sacrifice guy now. Is that we should be careful how we glamorize all these things. There's between culture, there's even between a title man, how you're supposed to answer. Since I'm sure this guy has acted more than 200 ritual films, and people started calling him ritual. Yes, is it now? And I even had that most of the time, because me, I rarely act. If I want to act movie, I rarely act all these spiritual movies. I act normal movies. But I had that most of the time, all of them that acted all those spiritual movies, neck at the pussy serpent, that the things started attacking them in one way or the other. Because one, you don't even know what you are, your imagination. You know, you have to think of evil before evil comes to you. Eh? What is going on in our movie industry? My own is that all the nude scene is not required, is not important. Some people will now want to defend. After all, they put 16, they put 18. Why are children watching it? It doesn't matter. The adult mind is different from a child's mind, right? The adult mind, ideas comes in every day and it can be corrupted. It's not only children that can be corrupted. A frustrated man will look at his wife and say, after all, in that film, and he killed his wife and used that for this thing, and they gave him only 10 years. If I'm rich for 10 years, to me it's okay. I'm being poor man and die and still go to hell. We should be careful the kind of informations we put out there. So not be everybody will see well. You think you are imagination film? I think we should pay attention to our history. It was this morning somebody was saying that this street light idea, that the whole world is enjoying street light, it originally came out from the idea from the Benin Kingdom. That they learned it from the Benin Kingdom. How? I don't know, but I'm still going to investigate because I got the information today. We have history. They've cheated out. I'm not crying for this generation. During my time, we did history. I learned a lot about Nigeria. I learned a lot about Nigeria. Is it even they portray our uniform men? They don't have bad eggs. They portray our uniform men as if everybody, they are the only ones that are bad. If you want to portray them with things that happened, not the one that has happened. That is why they say they should not use it again. And that one I love where the police said they should not use them again. Is do again. Is this people be walking the road, scare them? You take their bag and show them camera. They are looking. For me, that is nonsense. If you tell me on the road, or you come to harass me and say I should look at the camera, I will sue you. Because one is not my health condition. You don't know if I'm hypertensive and you do that because it's just to laugh and create content. I'm saying it now. Don't do that to me. I always tell people I don't like all this unnecessary trick and all these things. They want to look at the camera. They'll take your phone. I know somebody that came to me in an event and said she was working in a radio station. That she borrow her phone, my phone, that she want to use it for recording. I don't look at her and I don't pretend and say I didn't hear her. One that lady that sat down close to me that was trying to be nice and I said, okay, use my phone. Let's use her phone, not my own, and record. Guess what? She started looking for the lady. She was in tears. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to use the word OL. You have to security first. One, where do you even know the lady? Because she told you that she don't flash one ID card. Anybody can create ID card. And she's working in this TV station. I think you just give your phone and bring. She was looking for this lady. And before she found this lady want to make herself, and that phone will be gone. I saw when she collected this phone because of her, because I wanted to leave on time, but because of her, I said, okay, let me not leave her in this state. She said, I would have behaved like you when you just remove your face. So me, if you know that you're in a TV station, you should come with backup like chargers. I even see people sharing their Wi-Fi. Oh, let me give you my Wi-Fi so you send me. I don't do it. They now that they have Bluetooth. Send that now. People times in small ways is because you allow them. Yes. All these pranks, to me, I support the police. They should stop it. Somebody will be somewhere, don't see somebody, don't tell you, I know you before. Yeah. Just give me one kind of topic, and you be one who was that. All what they want to see is that your bad behavior or the way you react. You come to me and bottle. I will also break my own bottle now. And see, I'm not cool. I always say people I'm not cool. I am not cool. Forget all this our English package. I am not cool. If you break bottle in front of me, I will break my own. So don't ever try it and say you will break bottle. I'm not like, oh my God, he broke the bottle. I am not that English girl. I am not that English girl. If you break the bottle, I find the necessity to defend myself. I defend myself. That's why I have a black belt. I defend myself. And me, I like to beat people. So I always present myself very weak, so that when the person is doing nonsense stuff, you won't see me. Now the fake ajebo don't know how to. If you really be ajebo, your parents will treat you. You pay for service to protect to how to defend. So what is going on? So I support the government to ban, but when it comes to telling a true life story, so that people will learn from that lessons. You understand? So that's what I see about this whole thing. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from movies. And not just that, oh. Nigerian government sector also write to international TV stations like BBC and Co and Co. When they come to Nigeria, they will never know the way it is. I have said it before, Nigeria is 36 states. Why they call us giant of Africa is that one state is bigger than a country. Not one state bigger than one town. A state in Nigeria is bigger than a country. But what this national media they will do, they want to Lagos. What people don't understand is that even in that US, in that London, there is, but they show the side, right? Why is it that when you go to Nigeria, you want to act film about Nigeria, the first place you go, especially when you come to Lagos, you go to Koko. You go to Makoko. Is Makoko Lagos? When you come to Anambra State, instead of you to go and look for, have you been to, I want the people, Anambra State should be the biggest mansion holders. If you see for Anambra State, you go to fear now. If you don't, elite, elite, they call it Anambra elites. Anambra elites are most of the people that have money. Anambra, we have money that is smelling. Anambra should be rated the highest skyscraper. From Onitsha, from the bridge now, our skyscraper is at how many skyscraper they build house naturally in Onitsha. Skyscraper naturally. Anambra has the highest numbers of mansions you can think of. We should rate the highest number of mansions. But no, if they want to do documentary about Anambra State, rural area, the world, that is Anambra State. Have you been before? If they want to show you Ibadan, they will show all the roof that have been rotted. But if you go to Ibadan, those places, they will not show that one. International media, when they want to show the London, they'll be showing the past. They'll be showing this one. The international media played a role. Out of 5 Nigerians, 5 people that will be arrested in the world, only one will be there. They will mention only the Nigerian's name. What I don't know. I know many foreigners that have entered this country, they refuse to go back because the life been told ended. They use their eyes. Share the chatting. It's not safe for her to come. Sure, she don't come. Even she too enjoy. I'm sure she could have one small mansion around since she's also a Nigerian. 43 Nigeria, more they name the percentage. International stars that have come to Nigeria, they have houses. Ask Naomi Campbell now. I heard that Naomi Campbell have a house in Lekki. Quote me. She don't see. Before people want to come to Africa, they will not want to come to Nigeria. They will stop at South Africa and go back. But when they come to Nigeria, they now realize, say, hey, Nigeria is a place. Let me tell you, Nigeria is the dream. It's the Nigerian dream. Nigeria is where they call Nigeria the dream. You buy a house, it is yours. You have to pay tenement rates and some small rates. Is what I'm telling you? You pay all the small things. You will enjoy Nigeria. Nigeria will be the one who will choke you. When you walk. A problem in Nigeria when you get a mansion, go see the manager, the highest thing go they drink Gary. But in America and you get mansion here, you are discounting everything. We can be Nigeria in the good. Is it not when all these real housewives of Nigeria, Lagos, and Africa started coming out? People that realize that Africa is not the people that wear small wrapper and climb tree. Like that film they call The Gods Must Be Crazy. That ordinary Coke bottle, they are using it to. That is how they like Africa to be depicted. We have artifacts, story artifacts. I like the way they acted that film show in those days. I love that like it's a choice. You see how Shango was doing all his charms. They should be depicting it more. If this happened to you, it came to your house, and we turn to man and woman, then it is your story, not your unnecessary. So if it is imagination, please exaggerate it too much. That is where the question is coming up. What is going on? We need to this show. Time is far gone. This past 2 minutes past 12. But I have this story before I round up today. So I want to read today. NAFDAC shut down unhygienic water factory in Alimosho. NAFDAC has closed 7 water factories in Alimosho, Lagos State, following investigative inspection by the Investigation and Enforcement Directorate. The fish were found operating untidy and unsafe environment, violating NAFDAC's good manufacturing practice regulation. The inspector revealed that the unhygienic conditions of these factories pose serious health risks due to potential contamination by pathogenic microorganisms. As a result, numerous cases were sealed for non-compliance with NAFDAC regulation, emphasizing the importance of adhering to proper GMP to ensure water safety. NAFDAC urges the public to remain vigilant when facing stagnant and bottled water, verifying supply sources, and reporting any suspicious activities to the nearest NAFDAC office. They say you should go to my box, go to my blog to get their email address and remove their phone number. Let me show you pictures of what they did. This is the first picture. Now, the water that we are drinking, the one they've not packaged, see the way they turn it. We should be very careful. Look at the machine. When last did they even wash all this place? The place looks very dirty and we are drinking pure water. And we'll say we are drinking hygienic. So NAFDAC has sealed up the places. Look at the machine looking dirty. So NAFDAC know what they are doing. It's for our own good. You can see it. So thank you all for watching today. I see you next week. I've been reluctant nowadays inviting so many guests. So sometimes when they call me, I just said, let them come. Because why? Because of the transport situation and how high things are. So I don't force anybody or remind anybody that you still call me or anything like that. So if you want to be part of the show, you know how to contact me. So have a very wonderful day. Oh, I think, let me see. Somebody writing something. Let me see what the person wrote. Okay, somebody's watching. Okay, have a wonderful day and have a nice time. Bye for now.